Hey guys, welcome to HunterBBQ live stream. So I just uploaded the videos and the video just launches about an hour ago. So the videos purely just music because I think that is quite enjoy for everybody to understand the, the battle. So I also thinking that some of you just watch is like a epic war and big fight, but it's hardly understand what exactly is happening. So I try to do this live stream and then I will turn it to be a video, try to be an explain a video that on the epic war that we have the tag team. So if you come across that you have friends or you have your teammate or you try to do a tag team, that what you should be concerned and what you should actually back up each other. So I need to do a voice check. Anybody can hear me? Is my mic volume okay? So that I assume that is no problem because I try to read the comment. If nobody complain, I will just start the video and explain what is actually is happening in the video that I just submitted today. So just have the video title, the best tag team in the Warpath history. Me myself, HunterBBQ, and Jason is the XYT leader currently, and there is a Bijab from WP Group. He's currently is 103 power, 103 million power, about a billion power, and he have 12 people that popping in and out to help him out. So let's jump into the video. So this video started that from the last combat drill events. So I was gathering point, trying to get some reward from the event, and Jason did the same. So somehow that both our base got sieged down because my troop is outside and I try to reinforce back my troop. I heard a voice. Let's see. Yeah, I heard you. So back to the I need to back to the video so that let's talk about. So once I siege down by the last job, so I relocate and I try to be reinforced, and then I try to understand what is the situation on the map, and then trying to find some point. So okay, so you can see that I scroll down from the video. I seen that Dallas Bijab is moving. Actually, this is toward to Jason. That's why I know that he's moving there because Jason informed me Bijab is trying to move to his base. So I try to catch him off guard that I use my airlift on the middle, and that is so great that his artillery is separate with his big group. But I have some mistake that my base can't set up immediately. That I have myself is a little bit mistake, but Jason aware that I'm jump in and he tried to back up me, and I activated the bunker. So the bunker is helping me and put my super heavy first out so that my super heavy can tank all the damage, and I use my artillery to attack. So I'm not using the whole army to go out and then become a randomly. I'm leave my super heavy outside to tank some damage. When my base is super low HP, so I have to relocate not to let my base get sieged down. Then the war is continue. Then I know that you want to try to attack my unit, then I relocate again to deploy my base to try to use the trick of relocate. Then Jason did a very good job to clear out all Dallas Bijab troop. Then you see that we already pretty much win the war that was just 2-on-1. So but my base is no HP left at all. So that is how we started the war. And we have to chase down Dallas Bijab his base on the truck, then there is a run. So we'll continue the video after that. So we try to chase, and then if you're aware, both of us doesn't really set up our base because we set up our base here. If someone airlift there, then they will just siege down our base. That's why we have to move our base together with our army together to be more safe. But the main purposes we want to do now is try to chase down his base. The Bijab is on the run. So we see on the video. Then this is just purely chasing. Then we just try to chase him down, and he tries to move away, and I try to set up the base to try to block him, but actually it's not working. Then the videos continue on that toward to the epic war. So you can see that the Lilith come in. That means the enemy side already have a reinforcement coming in, and we are aware and are aware that. So Jason started to kill the reinforcement. Then I try to put some pressure that not to let Bishop set up his base. Then reinforcement coming in more. Then we are aware that we have to kill the reinforcement first because Bishop is not really threat there. Then we try our best to maintain that. Not to let anybody kill our base, but we also kill the reinforcement first, not to continue chase somebody away and draw our troop away from our base. So we have to strengthen our strength. Then I aware that the last Bishop he try to set up his base to try to reinforce. So I have to put some pressure that not to let him have relaxed time. So I try to assist him, and Jason try to defend our base. That we are not doing the same thing. We are trying to do multiple tasks. That I'm trying to do offense, and then Jason try to protect our base instead of two of us going to the front and nobody protect our back. So this is what you have to understand. Sometimes when somebody doing something, you have to understand what they are doing and what should you do. The best is not doing the same thing, then left the other things opening. So once we aware that we are quite safe with our base, Jason also reinforcement me because he know that that the job might be hard for me to siege down. So he also reinforced me. Then Dallas Bishop on the run again. That's why how we try to back up our own base. That's why how I redraw my some troop to defend our base. But I also put the pressure on. I have my main group to attack and go to the front side to try to do the offense. Then Jason also try to reinforce me, and he also have some his of troop to protect our base as well. So we are not all in to just to chase somebody that already lost the war, but we also try to gain our advantage to continue chase him. But we also not to forget that our base is quite important to us, so we have to protect it. That's why sometimes you in the war you have to understand whether you are in the advantage or not. But if you are in the advantage, you better try to stick on the advantage, not to go too far. And then I see this guy try to help Dallas Bishop to stop me from chasing. And you see that Jason already stopped chasing. That means I'm on alone. But actually, Jason tried to protect our base, not to let anybody stick in or then snipe our base just like that. So I know that Dallas Bishop's base is no troop. That is not a very threat to us. Jason reinforcement our base instead. I try to kill the bunker first because I know if somebody use the bunker trait, I will be have a disadvantage on that. So I kill the bunker first instead of let them use the bunker in their advantage. I saw both of them HP is very low, so I try to stitch down the base. So this fellow will out of my trait level, so he can't do the reinforcement to Dallas Bishop. So Dallas Bishop try to train back his troop to support the battleground. That is what he can do actually. So this guy he not even try to use his troop to fight with me. He instantly relocate out. So I see the pressure is done. So I have to put another pressure to Dallas Bishop base, just to let him not to train the troop to be full frost to attack at us. So this is how I should sacrifice my super heavy just to bring down his base. But somehow that he attacked my artillery, then slow down the progress. And then here the mistake I have made. You see that his base is not in cooldown, and I instantly attack and got my super heavy, get a lot of damages. And then my artillery also can't take any damage from that. That is a huge mistake that I made. So sometimes we need to have some patience just to wait for the correct moments to attack. So my main attack group is here, but I still have group on my base to protect, and I fully trust that Jason is keep my base safe. That's why I not even need to check my base on this moment. But I have to focus on how to put my pressure on Dallas Bishop, not to let him regain the 100% of his troop that it put some real danger or threat to us. So I have a patiently wait already. Then I try to set up the stage again. That's how I do it now. So you see that the reinforcement come in, so I know that the siege is no longer option. I have to redraw back, and I try to kill this reinforcement. Then he set up a base. I know that my artillery is on the bad position. I have to instantly draw him out. So I use my artillery to support the attack and use my super heavy to tank all the damages as possible that what I can do at the moment. So I know my artillery is cannot be stay there because enemy just too many. After they redraw, then I try to attack back and support back my super heavy. So I check my support that got killed. That's how I do not want to train my troop because my troop is definitely dead on the halfway. So all the troops that are on the offense side is on their own. So I try to trade them off, the more the best. So you see my artillery is shooting the enemy super heavy that is not very effective. That's how I should swap the attack target that to kill enemy artillery or any weak troop because one or two shot is already killed a lot of enemy troop instead of you just hit the super heavy that is no effect. Then you see my artillery is pretty much dead already, but it's okay. I draw him is just to buy some time for my super heavy to deal damage. Then enemy have more and more reinforcement to attack my super heavy, so my super heavy definitely is already dead. So I already know, so I try to reinforcement back my base instead of putting more danger. Then Jason also try to reinforcement me. He tried to move his main group to support the offense side, and then I aware he's coming. That's why I have to do things is we swap our position. I become a defense, he become an offense. So he coming in, I try to draw some time and try to do my best to have stay on the battleground to just put some pressure that I know that I can't do much. So I try to collect some resources here and there just to make effective in the game instead of do anything idle. So I saw my super heavy is pretty much dead, so I just try to trade it off more and more to kill our enemy weak troop. So Jason still have a hard time coming in yet, but I think he's halfway, so it's not a problem. That's how I buy some time when enemy try to defense on the offense side. You see my train back my troop on my base is about halfway back, almost the full. Then Dallas Bishop aware he have troop he want to support. Then he try to attack my super heavy that is a dead troop that I doesn't really can do much for my troop. So that's supposed to be okay. It's a very good trade. That's why I put some icon that saying that I get my things done on the offense side because super heavy can't do much alone, but I trade off more and more enemies troop instead of just stand there and die. So I see the Jason is already fighting on the other side. I know he's trying to do his thing. So after both of us can't do much on the offense side, we back to the defense side. I aware that my position is very bad just now, so I relocate to next to Jason. He tried to ask me to stay behind him, but if you see on the map that is nowhere can declare as a behind or a safe zone that for me to stay from the base. So I just choose this side that the village is next to me, so nobody can surround us. There's at least one spot is blocked. So Jason tried to put out his super heavy. I saw the airplane is airdrop someone, so I immediately checked who is it, and I see a Dallas Bishop drop in front of me. So I aware he want to siege down my base, so I have to relocate. So just to avoid the damages. All right, back to the live stream. Sorry if that just now have something disturb me. So I continue to use the relocate trick that to avoid the damages from the enemy side. Basically, how did the relocate so effective is because of the update of the no enemy. I mean no officer skill can be charged. That means that is the main damages. That's how every time enemy try to target your base, they will reset their skill charge. That's how they only use the normal attack and instead of a skill. That's how our troop is there because Dallas Bishop just so focused on my truck instead of killing our troop. Then you see that enemies try to reinforcement more and more coming in because Dallas Speed Job is already there. You see that Jason already take the damage to siege down Dallas Speed Job. What I have to do is reinforce my troop because I doesn't have a full stat yet. Then Jason try his best to save me. You can see that. So he also sacrificed his super heavy just to buy me some time so I can have my little bit grave there. I put my super heavy on the other side just in front of Dallas Speed Job to tell him that I have a defense here, so you can't attack me. And my base is definitely a dead base because I have 0% on my HP on my base. So I aware that both of us might not enough to fight the war. So I just do the very smart thing is try to ask for the help from our allies. So I put up the tag there. And somebody airlift in. That means the enemy side already have their full reinforcement coming in to fight. So Jason aware, he immediately reinforcement me and try to defend for me. So we did our best. And you see that Dallas Speed Job is not doing much. He just stand there because we already killed his super heavy. He thinking that without a super heavy can't do much. That's why he just stand there. And then we see there's a chance we siege down whoever is near us because we know what we can do. We try to siege him. You see that Jason even sacrificed his artillery, just tank some damage for me. Then Dallas Speed Job saw that there is an opportunity to attack my base. That I do the relocate magic again. Then how Dallas Speed Job can't do much, and everybody try to block my base to deploy again. That's how I think that nowhere for me to put my base. So I have to do my best. Everybody try to chase down my truck, but I try to kill that troop instead. And one of my group already dead. You can see that Jason tried to reinforcement me. Nobody tried to focus Jason at this point, but I really try to kill a lot of enemy troop. But you can see nowhere I can deploy my base, and I aware that the location I choose is just a bad location. That's why how I draw back my truck. So after draw back my truck just next to Jason, so that our whole army is here to protect my truck instead of put somewhere to be sieged down freely. I saw this enemy doesn't have a defense, so I know that it's our counter attack time is coming, so I have to do a counter attack. So Jason is got somebody attack his base. He's also defending his base. So both of us is trying to be back to back to back up each other and doing our best to stay alive and kill the enemy. Then that is the magic things work because if both of us doing the same thing, then Jason or my base might be super danger. But you can see that Jason try to siege this fella, I try to siege that fella. Then we both is doing our own job to knowing that what is more benefit to the battleground and keep on the advantage we have. Then so these guys just airlift in to their enemy reinforcement. So I have to immediately block him. You can see my base is 0%. So they also still try to siege down my base. I aware that if they try to damage my base, I use the magic again to relocate again. So enemy coming more and more coming in. So you can see all of the airplane coming in, all the airlift coming in is the enemy support side. So Jason know that I can defend on my own. He try to siege down the enemy, give him more space to play on the ground. At this moment, Dallas Speed Job also try to use all his full force, but he doesn't really siege down my artillery. Instead, he try to aim my super heavy. So I siege down his artillery, and then Jason did a very smart thing. He activated the bunker. Somehow the bunker attacked Dallas Speed Job all host troop is dead. You can see the bunker and the Raven doing a lot of magic just to keep us alive. That's how you should activate at the correct moment, not too early or too soon. But you can see how I keep myself alive, and Jason try his best to keep myself alive as well. So he saw that enemy all was from the other far side from Jason base, but he still try to do his best to defend me. So my base finally go down, but actually we already take out a lot of enemy. I aware that we have an advantage and try not to relocate out and left Jason alone there. But somehow the magic is working. Our teammate is already airlift to up on top of Dallas Speed Job there. So our base is I mean my base is dead. Jason tries his best to attack. So we already stay in our battleground on the bottom side. On the top side, actually, we have a teammate on there to reinforcement us. That's how the battle turn around after that. So you can see my whole troop is standing very strong. And I try not to attack the Raven because I know the Raven deal minimum damage to me. I try to kill the enemy first. Jason aware the Raven is attacking my troop. That's why he also try to reinforcement me and helping me. So both of us knowing that what we should do and what not to do at the right moment. So you need to back up your teammate to let them feel that you need them, they need you. So both of us become a best team together. So I saw that someone tried to attack Jason's army, so I also tried to protect him. Then that guy just dead like that. So everybody tried to attack my artillery. I know what I can do. I try my best to stay alive. You can see the Dallas Bishop already take out by FN, one of the best destroyer. He always jump in and destroy everything that he can touch. So I know that our reinforcement is already here. Jason got sieged by his tank, his base, so he just tried to use the relocate trick just to keep himself safe. So I aware the battle actually is pretty much end because Dallas Bishop is not on the battleground. Enemy will have no chance to kill us, but at least they take out my 0% base. That is quite achievement from them. So I saw that the top side is have our destroyer on the top, so I support Jason on the bottom side, try to take out all the enemy on the bottom side, and our team take out on the top side. So the battleground, I mean the battle is pretty much end there. So I aware that I'm not very needed to rush my base to relocate because we still have a battle here. I try to support Jason to finish off one further before I go out to relocate. Then FN, another teammate Samurai, he also there. Then they're also moving the base coming down, you can see that. So they support the battle. So I aware that I'm not needed here. So I put a message there and then I just airlift out. So this is pretty much everything, and thank you for the watching. So hopefully the explanation is very clear. And then I also explain that for you might know that maybe sometimes there's something happening too fast or too quick, but actually in our mind we really understand that what actually we have to do, what actually you should do instead of your teammate. Sometimes you have to sacrifice something to buy you time, this and that. So try not to both of you or some of your teammates, everyone doing the same thing instead of everyone try to cover each of the section, so can be a more benefit and more advantage. So the best thing in this video actually from the battle on the live stream that day is our teammate really airlift in and save our asses. That is very give me a very big surprise because I was thinking that me and Jason will be both tag team until the end, but we have our very best alliance and our teammate really jump in to help us even though they are not from the city. They just spend some time and then aware that we need the help in urgent, they try to jump in and help us. So sometimes you have the best alliance and have a very best teammates, you will be more enjoying the battle a lot. I think the live stream is pretty much end here, so I just try to explain a little bit more and here and there so people understand, because the video I post is just without the explanation, so some of you might not know how can the base still alive with 0% HP. If you can jump back to see that my base is exactly 0%, but after so many attack, my base still standing there. Actually the trick is because no one can attack my base standing, because I try to relocate. Each time relocate, they will give you 1 or 2 second delay. Enemy can't attack anything and cannot touch my base, and that is the best time that you can counter attack somebody. So I would say is Jason get a lot of credit from this war, because from the start he was informed me that from the start he informed me Dallas Bishop is moving to his base. So I try to do it alone, but I didn't know that he also jumped together. So that is it's quite a surprise for me as well. So after that we went to enemy territory. He aware that I'm alone on the offense side, so he also tried to reinforcement me, but he also aware that our base is in danger, so he also tried to defending. So you can see my offense team is pretty much dead, and halfway is got cut off by the enemy reinforcement as well, so I cannot put back my support up. But however, the best fighting is until we are side by side on this time when I relocate my base and Dallas Bishop decide to jump in with a full force enemy troop. You can see all of him try to aim my base. I instantly aware, I instantly think that the best thing is not to kill his troop, is try to relocate my base. So once I relocate my base, I aware that he set up his base there, so he's not trying to move. I try to move everything out, and Jason instantly move his reinforcement to reinforcement me. That is something that we have to do. So I aware that his troop is just super heavy, so I put back my base just to block him, and then do the magic trick of a relocate in and out to delay the second. You can see after I doing this, Jason have a free shot on the enemy because enemy is already targeting my base. once my base relocate and deploy, they will delay 1 or 2 seconds, so the enemy can't change the direction. So that how gain all the advantage. You can see he's still attacking my truck, so Jason already take out direct speech of his archery. So once he's aware, he pull back his archery, but his super heavy still going in to be a free kill to us. So we take out his super heavy just like that. Then my base very low HP, so I have to put somewhere to keep on peel back my super heavy. You can see I doesn't have super heavy full squad yet, so Jason did a best job to keep direct speech away from me. So from this one is direct speech already got his troop kill. That's how we buy some time. The enemy try to have a lot of reinforcement. So I try to put up the tech there, and then our team aware, but actually take some time. However, the result is very important on the battlefield is the victory. So on the middle side, I mean during the war, we try to do our best to stay alive. That's how you should do. And Jason also keep doing his best. That's why how we are not going to draw the whole group from your base. That's how Jason used 1 or 2 artillery, because we also understand the situation that our base will get sieged down if we pull out everyone from our base. That's how he put one artillery on his the base there, just to have defensive and then offensive as well. So from this battle we can see we really try to back up each other and doing our best to understand this situation, not to too overreact to enemy, even though they are airlift and we are in serious danger. But we also try to stay calm and then do all the best thing that we know is our fighting skill, not to be panicked. Because that time I doing a live stream, I forgot to open my mic, but actually I also speechless from that time, because I also quite having a heart attack that everything happening so fast. So you see that no base for me to set up my base to be deployed. So Jason aware, he tried to use the full force to back up me. Then my squad tried to start to be dead, but it's okay. My main squad is still standing strong. So I move my truck. I see nowhere I can set up my base. You can see I really check nowhere I can set up my base. That's how I know there is not an option to set up a base by now. So I just pull back my truck. Then direct speech try to siege my base instead. Then Jason instantly siege down him as well. That's how we use my base HP to trade off the troop on the enemy side. So enemy having no troop, that we know that we have to gain this pretty much the important time. We must do a counter attack. If we just standing there, the enemy will just trim back that troop, then we are maybe in the disadvantage as well. So I know I can't set up my base, so I just put my base somewhere, just not to be an easy target, because when you become a base, your attack range is high, is larger, so people can easily to attack. That's how I just put my truck there and then siege down the enemy until I feel there is a safe. So you can see after we siege down enemy, I put back my base out, because I know that I'm on the safe side now. So I try to block this fella airlift as well. So exactly my base is 0% HP from the beginning of this war until now. So more and more enemy jumping in, that is giving us more and more pressure actually. So I know relocate is one of the options again, so we just do it. But you can see Jason on the siege on the bottom side, and the top side he's supporting 2 sides to attack, and then just standing the middle, just to take everything that my troop can hit automatically. And this is pretty much the whole thing that explain what we doing and what we thinking that we should do on the battlefield. We try not to be panicked, and then Jason also not try to put his troop too nearby my area, because if you do that, sometimes you block your teammate to set up their base. So you will scream why you're blocking my base can't be deployed. So that's pretty much I want to explain for the video, and thanks for the watching. And I try to do another video for the 3.0, and hopefully that's helped. Thank you very much for watching.